Hi, my name is Jeremy. I'm from Honolulu, Hawaii. I received funding on August 23rd, 2021. I completed the evaluation in 15 days, and I did the 50K evaluation. I chose this account because I felt that the drawdown was large enough that I could express my edge within the markets. My approach to the markets can be kind of classified as a little bit of scalping and a little bit of market structure trades. I was drawn to OneUp Trader because the flexibility at which you were able to, I felt the flexibility was enough that I could express my edge within the market, and the drawdown was large enough that I could get enough samples of trades in order for me to realize the edge in the markets. Yes, I would. In fact, I do recommend OneUp Trader to all of my trading friends and partners, because as new traders, a lot of times you don't have a properly funded account. A lot of times, even if you do have a funded account, you can blow through accounts really quickly. And so I think the idea of taking an evaluation and using the evaluation in order to test your edges, and eventually when you get into the funded account, using other people's money to express your edges and get a cut from that, I think is a really good idea, especially when you're starting to scale up your edges. Didn't really have any issues with OneUp Trader. Anytime I had questions though, they were resolved within the hour. The chat boxes on OneUpTrader.com were always responsive whenever I had to ask questions. After completing the signed documents and all of the kind of the legal paperwork, I received my login credentials about 48 hours after, so about 2 days. It was a smooth transition. Everything, it's just like trading any other account. No, I did not have any fees, and I did not pay for any data. When I was funded, if you do break a rule, say you break like a scaling rule, as your dynamic scales, there were times that I did break that rule and they did give me another chance. You do get warnings, and you don't just like blow up the whole account just because you broke one rule. So they're really good about that. I did get funding at other companies, but I still hold OneUp as the best to try. I compare OneUp as the best, and I have gone to other places and I have got funded at other places, but I think OneUp is the best because the drawdown is the largest. So in terms of how much risk capital you can access for the amount of evaluation fee, they have the highest sort of risk to reward in terms of how much money you're going to spend and how much money that you're going to get back in terms of risk capital. Also, there's only one step for the evaluation, so you just have to pass that evaluation and then you get funded, unlike some other places where there's 2 steps, or however they run these things, and the rules are not so stringent where you have to be within these certain rules that kind of set you up for failure. The rules are basically just there in order for you to kind of practice your own risk management and give you your own parameters. Just like any other firm out there, they have to protect their risk, and so it really is there to protect you. I trade my entries and exits based on market structure, so based off of volume profile, volume pointer controls. I also use order flow. I use a lot of kind of reading the tape. I look at delta, I look at retracement volume. I use VWAP, I use open high low close data, I use volume profile, I use footprint charts, I use bookmap, I use an advanced dome, I use reconstructed time and sales. My trading day starts with pre-market prep. I'm looking at, as we come into the New York Open, where are we? Are we within balance? Are we of the previous day? Are we within range of the previous day? What happened overnight? What news releases are coming out? Like, are we having a Fed release? Do we have FOMCs? Do we have chair speakers? Do we have earnings that are coming out for certain companies? Because those will influence the indices, because I trade NASDAQ and RTY and ES, and so the companies within those indexes will affect the price of the futures contract that you trade. It helps you to organize not only your trades, but organize your trading as a business and as a trading plan, because you know you only have a certain amount of capital to work with. Just like any other business, you only have a certain amount of working capital, and you have to make your business fit that risk profile. And that's what OneUp Trader forces you to do because of the guidelines that you have to set. And it's really a benefit to traders, especially when you first start out. The best advice I can give anyone who wants to pass these evaluations is really learn, understand your strategy, make your own strategy. Other than thank you very much for the opportunity, this is not the first funded account that I've had with OneUp Trader, but every single time it's always been a pleasurable experience, and I thank you guys for the opportunity. Thank you to OneUp Trader, thank you to MES Capital for allowing traders like us to really get capital in order for us to express our edges within the market, and we thank you for that.